طيب
لا مان.
أسأل سؤال.
ايش؟
ليش لابسين الاثنين نظارات شمسية؟ We're sitting in the shade.
Thank you.
Right, welcome back on Unholy Talks. Today we have with us here Megan Swoger, an American lost soul in Palestine.
So nice. It's a nice title, yeah.
She's studying here Middle East Studies
Yes. That's
and
right.
Islamic Studies as well. And she is a returnee to Palestine. She left, she came back, she went, she came back. And today we thought maybe we can investigate these concepts. What make people come back? What's in it in this country that make people always wanted to come back?
So I think it could be a lot of things. You know, you could come here for all your religious purposes. This is definitely the place for that, the Holy Land. You could come for birthright, which is a whole new topic. Or you could come for the politics, for the history, just the food alone is reason enough to come here. Let's be honest.
Why did you came back?
I came back because it started to, in a way, feel kind of like a home here, honestly. And just the people here, there is a great deal of kindness. And I feel like you don't quite experience the same level of community, especially as an outsider, as a foreigner, the same depth of that feeling anywhere else.
Which state you from?
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania. So what make this place home and not Pennsylvania? What make it more home than Pennsylvania?
a lot of Pennsylvanians are going to get mad. So
I know,
answer,
anger my community.
Fan base.
Answer is
Darn,
consideration.
yeah, my big fan base, yeah. I feel like it's just not the same level of hospitality for one, and it's just people don't look out for each other in the same way usually. I had a much better experience, I must say, when I came back for the last maybe 6 months prior to coming here about a month ago. However, I feel like that was a different case than my first 17 years of upbringing in the States. It was not quite too similar.
But do you see what I mean? Like, there's a lot of people just go and they come back. And don't get me wrong, we're always welcoming. We want people to come back. We certainly don't want anyone to go away. We want people to come back. But it's...
To be honest, I mean, I don't mind that people come back. There's reasons that there's more humanity here or more humility.
Agree.
Yeah, than other places. I just don't know if that is true, because it cannot be that out there are, everywhere else people don't appreciate friendship. I don't know.
Kindness, generosity.
It's only here that we appreciate these things.
It's not quite that exactly. I want to say it's more that someone will actually take a genuine interest in maybe how your day is going. Someone that you just met yesterday. In the U.S., if you see that person again, it might be, oh, hello, how are you? And you can say it in a friendly way, and that's nice enough, sure, but they're not going to stop and ask you, oh, so how are your kids? How's your family? How has your day been going? Genuinely,
and you
like,
feel
do you
people
need anything?
genuinely here asking about these.
Very genuine, honestly.
And that might be because they're just genuinely
worried
curious to find out
Yes.
your personal life.
Yeah, I've heard that, actually.
But there are a lot of people here that will ask you, how are you?
Yeah.
But then they don't really care about how you. It's just
But they want to know drama or something too. I've heard this.
Or it's also the automatic thing that you say to somebody if you hear them, "How are you?" And then you move on. Tamam.
I mean, I do this as well, but
then you move on. And then you might actually curse them when you're like 20 steps away.
Yeah, this blah blah blah. Yeah, don't point at me. I don't do that. But it's actually you're really referring to people, interactions, the
genuine
humanity, kindness of people.
Absolutely. I feel like this is a general sentiment. Like, I'm not the only one that feels this way.
No, you're right. I mean,
everyone that's been here.
You mean everybody that's from the West?
Everyone from the West.
So maybe that says a lot more about the West,
or about the East,
than about what's going. Maybe it's more about what they don't have there rather than what there is here.
No, it's a really
Yeah, I mean, exactly. I don't think we are like pinching new mark. I think we're just normal. But maybe normal. I really would like to say that we know. But maybe in the West they're just lacking that genuine community kind of feeling. That's
very individualistic culture.
Not individualistic, selfish in a way. And
you know how in the West they say, oh, it's too individualistic. They're missing the collectivism of it. But here people, but then you come here and you like the collective feeling of it. But a lot of people here want that individualistic feeling of the West. They want to walk.
I mean,
the whole thing is when a Palestinian goes to Europe, when they're not just a Palestinian, people from small villages or from communities, when they go to Europe, when they're walking, especially Western Europe, not Eastern Europe, Western Europe, this is a very common statement that you hear people here say when they travel. They come back, they say, "Man, it was so good. Nobody looked at me.
Yeah.
Nobody stared at me." You know,
Yeah.
and there is that feeling, that
Yeah.
desire that they also want to live in an individual society where the neighbor doesn't know you,
Yeah.
the guy on the street doesn't know you.
Yeah, I mean, we also here very dense, and
Yeah.
our personal space have been occupied,
Yeah.
literally. So it's you do feel, I think you enjoy when you're traveling, or at least going to
Yeah.
Western Europe or whatever, you feel a bit more your private
Yeah.
life is a little bit more protected, I think. I mean, here if you sneeze in the old city, your neighbors probably will.
Oh yeah, they hear everything.
God bless
It's my
you.
apartment. So.
Yeah, so it's
Yeah.
it's
But that's the
about a
thing.
balance,
So
though.
so when people come here
Uncomfortable.
and they really like this collective feeling that exists here, those are the consequences of it. That when you fart, your neighbor hears
You're right.
you.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
so the
yeah.
question,
when
Well,
you
I would argue too that one of the privileges of being a Westerner here is you don't have to really face the social stigmas and things like that you would encounter maybe if you're a local and your neighbor's hearing you, like they'll maybe kind of even write you off like, they're the foreigner or whatever, you know. You can just like do other stuff, or like you're not, they might be paying attention to you or watching you, but it's not in the same way. Like you're not considered exactly a part, so you're not judged in the same way, I guess. So
Yeah.
you're not under as much scrutiny, I would argue. So
yet they ask about
it's
your
kind of
day.
shielded like that. Yeah, and like I said, there's a level though, and it's not going to affect my family or something, or
No.
my name or my reputation if something happens. It's just like, that American
Yeah.
next door, you know. I don't
perhaps
care, like-
perhaps it's both extremes actually, and we're not getting the right balance, and as much as the West is not getting.
That's
Right,
what
balance.
you probably
So
have to
we
go to
feel-
Greece.
Yeah, so that's why we feel
Yeah.
Europe nostalgically for a
Greece.
week. It's nice experience
Yeah.
to be lost for a week, but we probably don't want to live that life forever. Just as a Western coming here, they probably enjoy that collectiveness and community, but they probably will soon, after 1 or 2, 3 years, they'll start complaining about how people
I'd
are
say this
on your
is-
case. And it's like
Is that
too
your
much.
prediction for my future then? Yes.
Well, I don't have crystal ball, but
1, 2, 3.
I think. The question is, what's the top thing you could say, the best thing you love about this country?
What I like the best would have to be Knafa is the only reason I'm here. Actually, that's it.
Okay, so food now, not people. That's hugely disappointing. Well, with that note,
Okay.
thank you, Megan, for being with us. We wish you a pleasant time here in the country. Try to stay away from trouble.
Yeah.
And until the next episode, thank
Cheers.
you for being with us.